Welcome to Denver Local Unplugged, the podcast that explores Denver's vibrant local scene for food, music, entertainment, culture, unplugged events, and the many hidden gems in Denver. Your host is Quinn Harper. Let's dive in.
Hey Denver friends and curious visitors, I'm Quinn Harper, and this is Denver Local Unplugged. Today we're stepping off the beaten path to explore quiet parks and pocket gardens where Denver breathes a little deeper. Think bird calls instead of car horns, shady lawns for impromptu picnics, and cultural layers tucked into the greenery. I'll share my favorite lesser-known spots, how to pair each with nearby bites, and a few low-key events that turn a simple stroll into a mini-adventure. We'll cover transit tips, altitude smarts, and leave no trace basics so you can roam respectfully. By the end, you'll have a relaxed, ready-to-go list for your next unplugged afternoon. Let's start with why hidden greeneries matter. First, they're the antidote to overpeopled hotspots. You get the restorative benefits of nature without the elbow-to-elbow vibe. Second, the biodiversity will surprise you. Cattails hiding chorus frogs, late-season asters buzzing with native bees, hawks riding thermals over warehouse roofs. Third, these places often carry cultural texture. Memorial benches, community gardens stewarded by neighbors, even fragments of historic farms that predate the street grid. When we choose quieter parks, we spread out impact, notice more, and connect differently. You can read trail signs, hear your friend's story without shouting, and let an hour stretch into two. It's a calmer way to experience Denver that still feels vibrantly local. Hidden gem number 1, Bluff Lake Nature Center on the east side. A former sand and gravel site turned urban wildlife refuge, it offers easy loops, raised boardwalks, and a big sky lake outlook that's great for sunrise or a pre-dinner golden hour. Bring binoculars, expect red-winged blackbirds, egrets, and seasonal raptors. Families love the kid-friendly interpretive signs and weekend programs. Check their calendar for guided bird walks. After your circuit, head a few minutes to Stanley Marketplace. It's a one-stop picnic supply. Empanadas, noodle bowls, gelato, or a fresh baguette with cheese. If you're feeling slow, eat inside. Otherwise, pack it to go and claim a shady spot near the cottonwoods back at the lake. For a quiet urban garden, slip into Alamo Placida Park along Spear. The formal flower beds are tiny masterworks, spring tulips, early summer irises, and late-season dahlias that seem to glow at dusk. It's a favorite for a short contemplative loop before dinner. Because street parking is tight, consider walking or biking along the Cherry Creek Trail and popping up at Emerson. Picnic plan. Order takeout from Carmine's on Penn. Half portions are still generous, plus a side salad and a lemon Italian soda. Sit on the low wall, watch cyclists drift by, and keep feet off the beds so the plantings stay pristine. Peak bloom shifts yearly, so shoulder seasons can surprise you. Craving a river escape without leaving town? Try Johnson Habitat Park and neighboring Overland Pond Park along the South Platte. Johnson's nature play nooks invite kids to scramble on logs while adults lounge in the cottonwood shade. Cross to Overland for mellow birding. Watch for herons, swallows, and turtles sunning on rocks. Both parks link directly to the South Platte Trail, so they're perfect bike-to-picnic candidates. Cap the day at nearby Ruby Hill's Levitt Pavilion, where free summer concerts roll most weekends. Pack a blanket, keep glass at home, and arrive early for lawn space. It's a green-to-music progression, riverside calm, then local bands, and a stellar sunset with the city skyline glowing. West Side Magic lives at Inspiration Point Park, a gentle perch with panoramic views of the Front Range and, on clear evenings, a sherbet-colored sky. The trail is short and paved, making it a solid option for a relaxed after-work leg stretch. Bring a light jacket. Breezes can be brisk even in summer. Pre-sunset, snag provisions along Tennyson Street, a slice from Hops and Pie, a panini from Parisi, or a pastry from one of the bakeries for dessert. Time your arrival about 30 minutes before sunset to claim a bench, then linger until city lights flicker on. It's a crowd-free way to reset and let the day's noise fade to a mountain-rimmed hush. North of downtown, the Heron Pond, Heller Open Space, and Carpio Sanguinet Park Corridor shows how industrial edges can turn wild again. Restoration is ongoing, so trails may shift. Follow posted maps and stay on designated paths to protect new plantings. Dawn is best for spotting great blue herons, kestrels, and the occasional eagle cruising the river corridor. Photographers love the juxtaposition: cottonwood silhouettes, rippling water, and rail lines in the background. Sound carries here. Keep voices low, leash dogs, and yield to habitat crews. Pack out everything, including orange peels. This landscape is a lesson in patience. Native grasses take time to knit the soil, and every respectful visit helps. Step into history at 4 Mile Historic Park along Cherry Creek. Under towering cottonwoods, you'll find a preserved 1859 farmhouse, heritage gardens, and friendly farm animals that delight kids and secretly charm adults. Weekends often bring seasonal markets, hands-on demonstrations, and low-key picnic-ready concerts. Bring a blanket, grab lemonade, and let the afternoon drift. The park's shady lawns are a gift on hot days, and trails along the creek offer a breezy add-on stroll. Check the event calendar for Shady Grove-style summer shows and harvest festivals. Tickets are affordable and family-friendly. Respect the residents, human and goat, by giving animals space and packing out your food scraps so the grounds stay tidy. When the main Botanic Gardens campus feels packed, head south to Denver Botanic Gardens, Chatfield Farms, and nearby Hudson Gardens. At Chatfield, wander through native plantings, wildflower meadows, and a historic farmstead, with easy trails that skirt the South Platte. Fall brings pumpkin fun and a brilliant sunflower maze. Spring hums with pollinators. A few minutes away, Hudson Gardens offers ponds, shade groves, and simple loops perfect for multi-generational outings. Both spots host seasonal festivals and concerts that feel laid back and spacious. Pair the visit with farm stand finds along Santa Fe Drive: peaches, sweet corn, or a jar of local honey. Bring cash for small vendors, and always check hours before you roll. Here are a few curated weekend ideas. Early Saturday, slip into Bluff Lake for an hour's bird walk before the sun heats up. Follow with coffee and pastries at Stanley. Saturday evening, aim for Inspiration Point about 45 minutes before sunset, then drive 5 minutes to Tennyson for First Friday galleries and street music when the month aligns. Sunday, pack a blanket for 4 Mile's Shady Grove-style picnic concerts, low chairs, snacks, and an easy creek stroll at intermission. And watch for community yoga days in garden settings around town, often donation-based. Calendars and start times shift, weather cancels happen, and reservations pop up, so check each venue's current listings before heading out. Let's do a quick neighborhood bite roundup to make picnicking effortless. For Bluff Lake, Stanley Marketplace covers all cravings. Grab handhelds so you don't juggle utensils on the boardwalk. Near Inspiration Point, Tennyson's delis and bakeries shine. Think Italian subs, samosas, or a box of cookies for sharing. For central parks like Alamo Placita, Broadway, and Baker offer excellent sandwich shops and taquerias. Wrap everything tight and bring a small trash bag. Along the river corridor, South Broadway breweries often host food trucks pre-show for Levitt nights. Heading to Chatfield or Hudson, watch for seasonal farm stands and U-pick opportunities. Fresh fruit elevates any blanket feast. Hydration is flavor too. Refillable bottles beat single use. A few practical notes to keep your outings smooth. Transit and bikes are your friends. The Cherry Creek Trail delivers you to Alamo Placida and 4 Mile, while the South Platte Trail links Johnson Habitat, Overland Pond, and Ruby Hill. RTD bus routes skirt most of these parks. Check schedules if you're staying car-free. At altitude, the sun works quickly. Sunscreen, a brimmed hat, and sunglasses matter year-round. Bring more water than you think you need, and take shade breaks, especially for kids and visitors new to Denver. Dogs, assume leash on unless signs say otherwise, and always pack out waste. Restrooms vary. Many smaller spots have seasonal or portable facilities, so plan ahead. Surfaces range from packed dirt to paved loops. Several destinations provide benches and accessible approaches, but call ahead or check park pages for current accessibility details. Finally, carry a lightweight trash bag and leave places better than you found them. That's our tour of Denver's hidden greeneries: Bluff Lake's boardwalk birds, Alamo Placida's jewel box beds, the river duo of Johnson Habitat and Overland Pond, sunset at Inspiration Point, the reborn Heron Pond corridor, historic shade at 4 Mile, and the calmer botanical vibe at Chatfield and Hudson. We paired each spot with nearby bites and mapped easy ways to get there, plus simple habits to keep these places thriving. Now it's your turn. Share a favorite hidden greenery photo and a 10-second soundscape: wind, birds, fountain, tagged with Denver Local Unplugged green. We'll feature standouts in next week's weekend shortlist. I'm Quinn Harper. Thanks for unplugging with me. Subscribe, tell a friend, and I'll meet you under the cottonwoods. Until then, breathe easy and wander kindly.
You've been listening to Denver Local Unplugged with host Quinn Harper. Until next time, plan fast, explore deep, and enjoy Denver.